I know for a fact no one has ever needed to wait as long as I've had to wait to have the wedding of my dreams. And I'm gonna tell you guys why. Well, I had been practicing my bride makeup, but my husband is working from home today and I don't want him to see me all glamored up until the day of the wedding. So we're just gonna do like my everyday makeup look. Okay. So back to why it's taken 12 years to finally have the wedding of my dreams. And the answer is quite simple. We got pregnant a year after getting together, and having a kid is very expensive, and we wanted to make sure we were responsible when it came to budgeting and raising him. And we really haven't traveled, really haven't done anything other than 100% dedicate our time to him. But now he is 11 years old, and I thought, before I turn 30, I really do want to have the wedding of my dreams. So this is why we're going to have it in literally, how many more days? Oh my God, you guys, like in less than 10 days is our wedding. So I haven't been emotional, but honestly, I might get emotional the day of the wedding because we are having a huge cathedral church ceremony. And that was a cathedral where I grew up. So you better believe I might get emotional, even though I'm trying not to. My advice to anybody who is still young enough or hasn't had neither kids or a wedding would be to 100% have your wedding before having kids, because sooner or later that mom guilt does kick in, and I felt so guilty about even spending money on a wedding dress, and just it's really time consuming, and you're never gonna really have the wedding of your dreams when you have kids, unless you're like super rich. And don't let anybody pressure you when it comes to picking your dream wedding dress, because I feel like nobody really pressured me, but I just went to those places where it's like really fancy and you try on dresses, and it was just very fast paced, and I feel that I didn't look enough, and I didn't go to as many stores as I wish I would have gone to. Not because the dress I'm gonna wear isn't beautiful, but because they're really expensive. Later on, I found out that you can actually rent dresses with time, and I was just thinking, wow, when am I ever gonna wear my wedding dress again? I could have rented a dress, but it's really up to you. Another thing that really did take me by surprise was that in weddings, you honestly end up spending more on the food than on the dress, and other things you would expect would be more expensive. Another thing that I think is very important is that wherever you do decide to have your wedding, make sure that you ask for every single fee or like hidden fee, because everybody's in it to make money off of you. So at the end of giving you the total cost, you need to make sure that you ask every single question when it comes to payments, because they end up adding all of these random fees, like, oh, percentage for the waiters, percentage for the cleaning, and it's like, what am I paying the salon for then? So just make sure you ask questions. Don't be shy. I'm super shy, and I honestly let my husband and my mom take care of most of the things, but maybe I would be a little bit more involved for sure. Another thing was super random. Whenever it came to picking my wedding dress, notice where the zippers are. Whenever you go try on dresses, they will always hold the dress from the back with some tweezers. So you're assuming that the zipper is on the back of the dress, but some of these dresses have zippers on the side, and believe it or not, it's the hardest type of zipper to tailor or even fix if you need to make your dress smaller. And just consider picking a dress that isn't too difficult to tailor to your size. If not, I guess you can order the dress and make sure it is your size and order it with time. But that's just something that I noticed. I know my dress was super hard to fix because of the zipper. My advice to you is to not stress out, just enjoy the process. I do believe something that has always helped my husband and I in the 12 years we've been together is that we don't sweat little things. We just go with the flow, and at the end of the day, we know we have each other no matter what. So just enjoy the process, because before you know it, time flies. So that's just some of the advice I would give to anybody who hasn't had a wedding and is planning on having one. And I'll see you guys later. Happy Monday.